want you to lift the shoulders up and take them down and around. And again, lift up, drop, and back down. Okay. Standing with your hands at the side of you, I want you to just think about the abdominals, hip bone to hip bone, and engaging them and keeping them engaged the whole of the class today. Now place your hands onto the side of your ribs and take some lovely deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, every time we take the breath, I want you to think about inner thigh connection, strong into gluteal. So you're keeping your lower body really powerful and connected the whole time. So breath in through to the lungs, taking the breath into the outside of the ribs and down into the back of the body. Take your arms down at the side of you. Now place your right hand onto your shoulder and circle back. Now, because it's cold today, if you were with me on Friday, we did some stiff, tight and tense shoulders and for the other side. So again, we're going to move up the hands and the wrists and the shoulders before further today. Okay, arm down. Now circle round. And again, 2. Again, still keeping that, just because you're moving your arms, still keeping that connection. Inner thigh, glutes, strong. 2, 3. I'm going to come forward slightly because I need to turn back in a moment. I'm going to bring my arms and fingertips in, and then I'm going to turn to my right, and then I'm going to turn over to my left. Okay, still squeezing. Okay, don't forget the inner thigh squeeze. My next one, I'm going to bring my right arm back. I need to come back a little further. That round we go, and then round the other side. Okay, so I'm allowing the hips to twist with me. Yeah? Round we go, allowing them to move freely. Round we go. Okay. And then from here, taking the arms down, circle back. So 1 and 2. And then just leave your arms open, palms facing forward to me, keeping that inner thigh squeeze. Come over to your right side, see palm is facing forward, and then over to your left side. And again, opening through that waist, over we go. Okay, from here, squeeze through inner thighs and just circle around the arms. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go the other way around. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One more time. 4 going back. 1. A little easier on the mind. And 4, and then coming forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your heels apart, toes facing forward, and ladies, just roll it down. Vertebrae by vertebrae, and then coming down. Slowly now, taking it back up, all the way to the top. Drawing those abdominals in and down. Now I want you to reach out the arms up to the ceiling, stretch those fingers away from you, then bring them down, and then just come into a little squat. Now as I lift up, I'm going to come up onto the balls of my feet, calf raise, bring them down, and then into a squat. And again, so lift up, squeeze, lower, and then down to squat. One more time. Lift, squeeze, and down. So we just take the hands down at the side of the body and take the right knee up, and then the left. Okay. Right. 2 more. 1, 2. Then come to the side. So to the side. Sit. And allowing that shoulder as you take the arm away, that relaxes that shoulder. Now, hip extension. Just going to lean into it slightly. Slight lean, not too much. 2 more. 1, 2. Okay, give me 4 squats. So you're going to come down to your squat. And again. Down and lift. Down and lift. One more time. Okay, go back to a knee raise. So I'm going to do a knee and lower. So staying focused all the way through and concentrating on every movement that we make. No matter what is going on Sunday morning, or whatever's happening the rest of the week, this is you time concentrating on yourself. Okay, from here, give me 4 seconds. Down we go. 2, 3, last time, and 4. Take it back onto your tiptoes. Up we go, onto tiptoes, lower, and again, squeeze. Up we go, tiptoes, lower, and down. 2 more, tiptoes, down. Just a little raise off that heel, that's all we need. And engage the calf muscles, in and down. Okay. Take your arms down to the side of you, take your heels together and your toes apart. Open out, okay, arms are facing forward, and you're going to come into a little plie, down and through. Now every time you lift to the top, you want it again, so keep those inner thighs squeezed. Down we go, so it's tailbone down, it's not pushing the pelvis back. No. Right, give me 3 and 1. So I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3. Now up on that, there's an adductor, really work as you come up onto that 1. 1, 2, 3. Up on that 4th one, squeeze them back together. And again, 1, 2, 3. Squeezing together. Last time. 2. Squeeze together. So, I'm going to put my arms in now. Shoulders should be feeling warm. So, I'm going to bring my arms forward. Then I'm going to plie open. And then close. And I'm going to lift and lower. Okay, so open through. Let's do this from this side, right? So, I'm going to plie. I'm going to bring my arms in. I'm going to lift up. I'm going to lower. And I'm going to open out. Yeah? So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? So I start in a tree position. So I close, I lift, I lower down to shoulder height, and I go back to the beginning. So 1, 2, little ballerinas, 3, and 4. 2 more. Down we go. Do you really feel that, guys? Inner thighs, shoulders. 1 more time. In we go. Shoulders feeling strong and powerful. Stay here. Circle back, yeah? So your thumb is up to the ceiling and palms are facing forward. So turn back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The other way. 1, 2. Again, inner thigh squeeze. Yeah, around we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take the right arm down, left arm over, and then the other side. And again, over we go, and over. Okay, bring your arms up, close them down to the side of you. Take your feet away, open hands together. I'm going to come forward because I need to turn. Now, as you turn, push back and then give me a squat. Yeah. So you push back and give me a squat. Okay. So push, center, squat down. Yeah. And again, push round, center. Again, allow the body to really turn back with you, getting that rotation through the spine. Back we go. In and down. 1 more time each side. There we go. In and lower. The other side. Round we go. In and lower. Take the fingers in a little fist and then open. Yeah. So close to open. Right. The feet can be hip distance apart. That's fine. Open. And open. Close them and then rotate. Round we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. From here, take your fingers away and push over into your right side, and then over to your left side. So push into that forearm, into the finger, feeling the stretching through the wrist and the forearm. Alright, so from here, I want you to place your fingers, your index fingers together, cross your thumbs over, lift up to the top, and then give me a lateral flexion. That's it. And go press those fingers together. Now bring the arms down in front of you. Bring them around into a little fist again. Then open and close. Open and close. 2 more. We're going to do your armography before we move on. So palms together, over and under, lift to the ceiling and open. Yeah? So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, 1, over the top, 3, and 4. Last time, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take your hands down to the side of you, ladies, chin to chest, and let's bring it down. Good, love it. And slowly rise up to the top. All the way to the top, and shoulders back and down. One more time. Down we go. Bottom. Rising up. As I feel I have energy on this Monday morning. Okay, and the other going down. Okay, so go from the top. So right knee and left arm. Okay, again. 2 more. And then you're going to go out to the side. Push away. Push. Great. You're going to go back. A hip extension. Inhale to exhale. Push back. Little movement. Slight lean into it. And force it left. 1, 2, 3. Let's sort of mix and match things up now. Place your hands together, push around, and then come down and squat. Up we go. Push around, in, push away. Elbows wide, around we go. In, push away, close, around, in, and push away. Okay, now I'm going to elevate my right foot, so I'm just pushing my weight onto my left side, okay? From there, I'm just going to lift and lower, lift and lower. Now you can use the arms if you want to. Yeah. So out we go. So the hip stabilizer now here should be working. Yeah? You should feel it. Semi-bend, just a little bend of the left knee as you lift and open. So lift and open. One more time. Okay, now you're going to push the arms forward and you're going to go into a hip extension. Push back. That's it. You have 2 left. 1. Okay, now you're going to bring the weight back down onto that right side. So I'm going to come around, in, and then a squat down. Then around the other side, in, and push forward, squat down. Up we go. So we go around, rotate, in, push down. There we go. In, push down. Now I'm going to elevate. I'm going to press down into my right side and then slightly elevate over onto the left. So I'm going to elevate up and down. Yeah, up and lower. Up and lower. So now the hip stabilizer here is working, it's under strain. Lift and lower, then take it back into a hip extension. So you're going to push back for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Place the feet down so the weight is evenly distributed. I'm going to put these movements together. So I'm going to come around to my right, and I'm going to do a squat, and I'm going to come around to my left, and I'm going to do a squat. I'm going to do one more time each side. Around to my right, and squat down. And then around to my left, and squat down. Okay, from here I'm going to elevate for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I'm going to take it back, hip extension for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, from here, fingertips together. Let's rotate round to the left side first. And then you're going to give me a squat. Then you're going to go around to the right side. Then you're going to squat. Round to the left side. And into a squat. And one more time. Squat. Now you're going to push the weight over onto the right side. And you're going to come out for 4. For 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you're going to push back. For 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now your feet come down and you're going to go into a little squat. Lift up, rotate, round. Now give me a squat. Lift up, rotate. One more time, last squat. Okay, lift up to the ceiling as tall as you can. Bring the arms down and into a squat. Now you're going to come up onto the balls of your feet. Lift up and then down and through. And again, press as tall as you can up to the ceiling. In and lower. And again, one more. Up we go. Look up to the ceiling. Down with those heels. In and lower. And take that through. Okay, so heels together. Open through the arms. Squeeze through the inner thigh. And then plie, yeah, and up. That's it. So moving into our next section. So little plie. So you're going to go down for 3 and up for 1. So you're going to do a 1, 2, 3, and up, yeah. And again, 1, 2, 3, and up. One more time. 1, 2, 3, and up. Okay, so now from here, I'm going to bring my arms in, I'm going to lift, I'm going to come down and open. Do you remember this little sequence? So down we go, lift to the top, in and open. So this is our start position and finish. So 1, lift up 2, down 3, open 4. And again, in and close. Lift, in and close, and open. 2 more. 1, lift, in, and open. You've got this, ladies. Up to the top, and then in and open. Okay, circle back, squeeze us inner thighs. Sometimes we forget when we're working the arms, and it's something to think about. We forget about the inner thigh and pelvic floor, and then round the other way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go down and over, and down and over the other side. And again, and again. Move to the top. Take your hands down, take your heels away. Circle around for 1, those arms, and again. 2. Okay, let's thread the needle. So chin to chest, roll down, just to your top of your thighs, and then just take the right shoulder, drop it through, and then lift it up to the ceiling. And again, so lace through, and then up to the ceiling. You can place that hand down, and we're going to do a cat position, a cat stretch, up into your cat, and then away into your cow. I have energy, I feel strong. I have energy, I feel strong. Okay, with the left arm, thread that through, and then pick it up to the ceiling. And again, thread it through, and then lift it all the way. Stretch those fingers back to the ceiling. Okay, take your hand down. Let's come up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Take those shoulders back and down as we go back into our perfect alignment. Make sure your feet are facing forward, taking your hands onto the hips and just press through, just to make sure we're in our neutral spine position. So forward and back. So tilt the pelvis forward and release back. So remember, we always do it A position to C. A, lift to C. Lift and lower back. One more time. Lift to A, push back to posterior C, and there we go into our B, into our perfect Pilates posture. Okay, ladies, stay in that position a moment. Okay, look over your right shoulder, so stay tall, standing nice and tall, and then over to your center, and then over to your left side. Always standing tall. Feel it long, that your spine has grown. Take your chin down to your chest. Okay, and then lift up. Lift the arms up and stretch as far as you can up to the ceiling. Decompress the spine. And then bring your hands down in front of you. And roll it down. Remember these little arrows, your fingertips, as we roll down. Hold it there. And slowly rise up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Until we come up to the top. Okay, guys, we're going to come down onto the floor. So I want you just to lay your mats out, and we're going to roll down together. Okay. Let's get my mat, just a couple of seconds, and we'll start. I'm going to leave a bit of time at the end, because it is a, beginning of a new month. Let's set our intentions right for the, as I said, not just for today or this week, for the whole month. Okay, so I'm going to give us a little bit of time at the end. Guys, if you take your mini balls as well, if you've got them handy. If you haven't, I didn't mention it at the beginning, but I meant to, my mistake. You don't have to use it if you don't. Right, from here, let's roll it down. Okay, as we always do, we're going to roll it down. Okay, just relaxing forehead in towards the mat, releasing any tension in your body and your mind. Walk your hands forward as we come into our downward facing dog. Okay. And then from here, in this position, I trust my wisdom and intuition. From here, I'm going to come down onto my knees. I'm going to lift up onto 2-point knee in, and I'm going to bring my leg forward and stretch into it. Doesn't matter which leg you use. From here, a nice stretch through that hip flexor in the back leg. Place your hands down if you can. Tuck your toe under and then lift the back leg if you want to. If not, you stay here. And in this position, I welcome all love. Rock the knee down, back onto the mat. Take your foot just behind you. And then just come back into the child's pose. Okay. There we go. Back into the child's pose. Then walk your hands in, come up to 2-point kneeling. Now bring the other leg around. In, take it forward, slightly take it forward. Knee in line with the ankle. Place your hands down if you want to, or you can stay here. Tuck your toe underneath you and release away into that hip flexor stretch. So no bottoms high, keep it nice and low. There you feel it into the stretch. In our position into low lizard, I welcome. Place the knee down and then just drop it back and then sit back into a child's pose. Okay. Guys, bring yourself forward so you're onto your forearms. Okay, drop your bottom towards the mat. Okay, so you're not here. We're bringing our bottoms down. Okay, then I want you just going to do a very mini short plank. So abdominals in, nice and tight. Weight through the forearms, head in line with the spine, and then just hold it there. Again, like your lizard, if you want to, just tuck your toes under and then come into a full plank. If you want to at any time drop your knees, do so. Okay, that's totally up to you. Hold that there. And in this strong position, I am powerful beyond all measure. Powerful beyond all measure. Then you drop your knees down, tip yourself back into your child's pose. And then come up onto all fours, cat to cow, chin under, just rise the spine, away from the mat, as high as you can, to the ceiling, and then you come along. Okay, alright guys, so come into a seated position. Okay, seated position. So you're going to kind of bring what I taught you in the standing warm-up into some sequences on the mat. Now, if you want to place your mini ball behind you, then you can do so. Or if you want to work a little bit harder, then don't use it. It's absolutely up to you guys. So have a go maybe without it, and then you can try it. So let's take the arms away. And to begin with, let's sit up nice and tall. So if you're on the mini ball, you're going to be back slightly on the ball, okay, slightly, and then you're going to press into the ball. If you're not onto the ball, you're sitting up tall, right, from here. So you're going to C-curve the spine and press back. If you are on the ball, you're just squeezing that ball, that little squeeze into the ball, and lift up. And again, back we go. Count of 2, and lift up. So that again. Count of 2, and lift up. Now we're going to go into a bow and arrow. So we're going to push back, bring the elbow back with us, and then the other side. Back again. Again. Back. Alright. Bring your fingers together, elbows wide. As you come back, take the arm away. Yeah, remember we did this when we were standing. So we took the arm back. Okay, remember we did one of each. So we did one back and then we did a squat. So we squat, let's just do half a roll back. Yeah. So I went open and then I did we did like a squat. We're going to resemble half a roll back as a squat. Okay, there you go. There's your little squat. Okay, then the other side. Yes, I haven't gone mad. It's not a squat, I know. And then back we go. and then lift up, and then the other side. Open, in, and then take it back. Okay, now with the mini ball now, take it between the knees. So when we were heels together, toes apart, we are working through the adductors, the inner thigh and pelvic floor. So I still want to resemble this movement with the ball. So I want you to squeeze the ball. I want you to lift the arms up to the top, ladies, stretch up, so extend the spine. Again, like we did earlier, fingertips to the ceiling. Bring them down. Give me a little half roll back. So remember we did a little squat and then we came up onto our tiptoes and we can stretch as far as we can up to the ceiling. Then we went back to a little squat. And again, up we go. Squeeze up and then into half a roll back. And then up we go. One more time. Yourself up to the top, take the ball away, come in onto the side, just give to the mat so you've got enough room to come behind you. Still stay in, I'm going to go with a frog position into a Pilates B. Okay, so come back onto the mat, bring your feet in, tilt your pelvis up, then you place the ball at the back of the pelvis. Okay, arms are open. Palms can be up to the ceiling or down, however you want to do this. I want you to take the legs up and away. And then exactly what we did when we were standing into your Pilates V. Okay, so I'm going to bring my knees open, so like a little plie, and then lift up. Yeah, so we came down to plie and lift up. Down to plie and lift up. Now open your arms. Do you remember the sequence we did? Do you remember the sequence? Hopefully. Okay, so I'm going to come down to plie. I'm going to take it back behind me. I'm going to take it in and open. Do you remember we did that standing? You need some more room behind me. So if we went from 1, we took it up to the ceiling. Remember 2, we brought it back into shoulder, and then we opened. Yeah, and again. So we do 1, push away 2, coming down 3, and then open 4. Okay, stay in this position. Ladies, just lower the legs slightly. Now the moment you lower, you're going to feel it into the lower abdominals even more. So the lower you go, harder it will be. Keeping your feet in this position, I'm going to bend the knees, bring the heels in towards the bottom, and then take them away. Now this is up to you. If you're here, it's much easier. If you're here, harder. So you can bring your heels into the bottom, frog position, and then away. Now as you come to the top, you're thinking about squeezing those inner thighs. So in, squeeze open to frog, and then push away. So in to frog, heels to bottom, and then push away. So I'm going to make this a tiny bit harder. Instead of bringing the heels into the bottom, I'm going to bring them down to the mat, and then I'm going to push them away. So I'm going to come down. And you don't have to come to the mat if you don't want to. Touch down, and then lift away. And again. Press down into the mat, and then push away. That's it, one more time. Down and push away. Okay. All right, now from there, just little pulses. Very, very small. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep those legs straight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees, heels together, and bring those knees in towards your chest. Time goes. Bring the knees together, heels come together, and toes come together. Place your right foot down onto the mat, okay, and release keep the left leg in, hugging on, just holding on to the knees. And I want you to lift up away from the ball and then lower down. Now this is just a little squash into the ball. Okay? It's not putting all your weight into the ball. It's a little lift and lower. And again, lift and lower. 2 more. 1 and 2. I'm going to place my weight onto the ball. Now I'm going to release that foot down, but I'm going to keep the feet together and the knees together. Now I'm going to come up into a bridge, yeah, and then lower down. I'm not putting all my weight onto the ball. I'm lifting and lowering. And again, lift and lower. One more time. Lift up and lower. And I'm going to place my weight into the ball. I'm going to bring my right knee in, okay, hold it there. Then I'm going to come up away from my ball. Then I'm going to squash it only. I'm not putting all my weight back down onto the ball. 4 more. 1 and 2 and 3. We got this, ladies. Oh my goodness. And 4. Okay. Take that foot down, touching, yeah, inside of the feet, touching belly and ankles, and then open your knees and close. Yeah. Open the knees and close. Okay. Try and keep as much weight as you can off the ball. Close. One more time. Open and close. Take the right leg away. Lift it up to the ceiling, hold it there, lower into the ball slightly, and then lift up. One more time, you're just going to do 2 each side. Down and lift up. Place the foot down, lift up on the other side, lower and lift. Lower and lift. Place that foot down, lift up even higher, take the ball away from you and come down vertebrae by vertebrae. Okay. Open through the arms and just allow the knees to drop to one side. Now to get a much deeper stretch there, you can extend the top leg. Here, absolutely right vertebra. Even though I'm looking at the screen, guys, just looking at my thumbnails, but just try and keep your head really looking up to the ceiling and over to the other side. Keep looking up. Over we go. I want to make it a little bit stronger and stretch. You've got enough room, that is. I like it. I can't get my leg over there. It should be out here somewhere. I think I better stay in the chair. No, I end up really hands in the centre. Guys, take your legs away from you, take your arms above. Make yourself into a nice comfortable, getting a nice comfortable stretch, full body stretch. And then just find a nice comfortable position to lie in. We'll keep you here for about 2-3 minutes. So find a nice position to lie in, and then go through a little bit of relaxation. So I want to do this for you, just want to set some time aside just to set our intentions for the day, for our week, and for our month ahead. And any final last minute intention that you have, I want you to use your breath and take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, I want you to imagine this balloon in front of you and blowing into the balloon and letting it fly away into the sky. Then further and further away from you. So setting your intention for our day, for our week, and for our month. What does your heart desire? Just set that intention for yourself. And seeing that intention clearly in your mind's eye. And slowly allow your body to stretch and relax. Giving yourself some personal stretch time as you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm just going to read this mantra to you. At the end of the day, I just want to be proud of the person I have become. I want to be proud of the love I've given, of the way in which I risked my heart, despite the things it had been through. I want to be proud of the effort I showed those I cared about. I want to know with a ruthless certainty that I showed up as much as I could, that I made people feel seen, that I made those around me feel less alone in a chaotic world. I want to be proud of my life and what I have achieved so far, the way I healed, and of the way I made mistakes. Continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. I want to be proud of the way I grew, of the way I let go, of the way I pushed myself to be a better person. I just want to be able to say that I am proud of the way I've survived. And I did not take one day for granted, and that I truly gave it my all. Ladies, in your own time, I'd like you to come up into a seated position. Place your right hand down and your left arm over. And then the other side. I'm going to finish the class today, ladies, on the floor. Over we go. Okay, around the other side. I want you to place your hands behind you, open your chest, and just imagine colour green around your heart as you breathe a little bit deeper. And bring yourself back into seated, into present. Take your hands through, up and around the side, palms together, and then come down to heart centre. Just take a moment to be grateful for all the blessings that I have in my life. Put your arms up and through. Inhale, exhale, hands down to heart centre. I am grateful for my health, my wealth, my family, and my friends. And my last one, take your arms up, palms together. As you come down to heart centre, lengthen up through the spine. I am grateful